pretty solid. I think I can do it that way. Oh, live already. All right, just gotta wait for some people to fix the light. It's having a stroke. Is that good? Yeah, we'll just do the lights off. Oh, we already have our first person here. All right, that's cool. Let me announce on Discord that I'm going live. All right, that's 2 people showing up already. Good to see that people are coming in fast. All right, I announced that I am live. I'm gonna wait about 3 minutes before I start answering questions so people can join. What's up, guys? Hello, Cool Sirens 1000T, Tornado Siren Rubik. I think I said that right. Southeast Minnesota Siren says Highway Bolt, yes. And CSX GEET 44AC says hi as well. Greetings to all of you guys. Thanks for coming on early. Yeah, I can't wait to start answering questions. So, as I said earlier, I'm going to start in about 3 minutes. I wonder if the meter is fixed yet on the Highway Bolt. Actually, that's a good question, and that's something I might be able to answer this Monday since I might be going out to see the weekly growl on that thing. I'm not 100% sure yet, so we shall find out later. For those of you who don't know, the Highway Bolt, the one that I made the video on yesterday, I have it back here actually. Here it is, this little sucker. This is the one that I made the video on yesterday. I forgot to mention in the video that the meter, the power meter down here, actually exploded on sometime on July 4th or July 5th. I'm not sure what, probably during the July 5th or July 4th storms. That's what I'm guessing. The power meter here actually suffered an explosion due to unknown reasons. So we don't know what the status is on that. So that's pretty interesting. I'm surprised that thing hasn't gone down yet. I have a lot of sirens in my area. So do I. That's pretty cool. All right, we still got about T-minus 2 minutes till I start answering questions. Could be the Monday, July 4th growl as well. Actually, it wasn't because I was there on Monday, the 4th of July for the weekly growl. I went to this siren to go see the weekly growl, and it ended up just not going. The power meter was still in good condition by the time I left, so it was sometime during the day or the nighttime of July 4th or in the early hours before 10 o'clock on July 5th. So reason we know that is because I was there for the weekly growl, which it didn't go, but the meter was still fine. And on July 5th, around 10 a.m., Southeast Minnesota Sirens, I think it was, and a few others went to go see this for the first Tuesday test, and they found the power meter exploded. So that was pretty fun. And it would have failed regardless because DuPage County had I'm not sure what happened, but they had a severe issue with their activation system. So siren I was at also failed. So that's kind of sucks. But we'll find out probably Monday. I'll see if I can make it out there. But as of right now, the plan is to, from what I know, the plan is just to fix it, just fix the power meter and business as usual. All right, it's noon, so I'm going to get ready to start answering these questions. So the way this is going to go is that I'm going to answer the any YouTube, which I should have checked earlier, any YouTube questions that I got first. Then I'll start answering the questions from my Discord server, and then I'll answer the questions here in the chat. So yeah, let's get this started. In the meantime, you guys just hang tight. I just got to look for any questions that I have. No. I don't think I have any questions on YouTube, but I should just check this regardless. All right. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like I have any questions from YouTube. This live stream, I should mention, is going to be a little bit shorter than the last one that I did. This mostly because I didn't get as many questions, and I also I just straight up forgot to put any question prompts on Instagram. That was also a big area where I got questions, so this was probably going to be a little bit shorter than the others. Let's see. come on. Why do I get ads on my videos even though I'm not monetized? All right, well, I got no YouTube questions, so it's just going to be Discord questions and then chat questions, and then that should be the end of it. So let's get this started. Someone decided to ask one more question. All right, so let's get this started. Rockstar Nerd 1957 from Discord asks, do weasels exist properly, or are they not doing it right and they aren't existing properly? I'm not sure how to answer that. Well, if they exist, then I guess they're doing it properly. So there's that. Interesting question to start off. Another one from Rockstar Nerd 1957 regarding older digital technology. Do you think Apple should have kept using Intels on Macs, or do you think the switch to M1 is better? Keep in mind, M1s cannot run Windows natively with Boot Camp anymore, and now Windows can only be ran on emulation software like Parallels, which is okay. I cannot understand any of that. I mean, if M1s can't run Windows, on the limited knowledge I know about computers, then I think they should have kept it with the Intels. But I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's see. More from Discord. Rilo from Discord asks, what is your favorite Siren brand and type of siren from that said brand? That's a little bit tougher than it should be, since I do like a lot of sirens. For now, I'd have to say the Thunderbolt siren from Federal Signal. That's obvious. That's a pretty obvious choice for most people. And same user also asks, what is my favorite military aircraft? Probably the F-22 Raptor. One of my favorite jet fighter aircraft, and it also just looks really cool. Cool Holden 99 asks, what is the loudest siren I've been to? I've been to a few loud ones, but the loudest one I'd have to say is the same one I think I did last time, which is the ACA P50 in Plainfield. Those things are really loud. Let's see. B767 Aviation asks, if I could change one thing about each model airplane company, what would they be? Finally, something about airplanes. This is a really good question. So I'm going to be talking about, I think it's going to be 4 model airplane, or I'll do 5 model airplane companies for this one. So the first one and the most extensive in my fleet, which would be Gemini Jets. If I could change one thing about them, oh boy, there's a lot I'd change about Gemini Jets. Probably their customer service. Ironically, I didn't say quality control, but their customer service is just down the drain. If they change their customer service and they start listening to collectors, their complaints, their suggestions, then from there they can start improving their quality control. And yeah, that's what I changed, their customer service, because right now it's just embarrassing. That it's not even bad; it's just embarrassing for them. So that's one thing I changed about Gemini Jets. NG Model is a pretty solid company. I really like them overall, but recently they've been kind of going downhill in terms of both customer service and quality control, mostly quality control. And it kind of, I mean, I kind of have to give them some credit, since they do get a lot of messages like requests and other silly things. But to answer the question, for NG Model, I would improve their quality control, because recently it's been going downhill. We've been seeing a lot more broken and defective models from them. Third company would be JC Wings. One thing I changed about JC Wings, I'd probably change the amount of connection, if you will, they have with their customer base. Like, I'd give them maybe a website where we could see official releases from, because they don't have any official websites to my knowledge. They only post on their social medias, and even then, it's not the best. And the only people who really know what JC Wings is up to is their retailers, which that's not bad, but it would be nice for JC Wings to reach more of their customer base. Fourth company would be Panda Model. If I were to change something about Panda Model, I'd probably go with their quality control as well. Based on the Panda Model exclusives that I've had, and the one Panda Model that was actually part of a release from Panda Model that wasn't a commissioned exclusive, I'd probably change their quality control as well, because they've had their fair share of mishaps. So they just have to improve that. But aside from that, they're still a pretty solid company. And the last one would be Aero Classics. That's also a big one. If I were to change something about them, I'd probably change their ability to pick up colors. They're not very good on making colors on their models, so they should probably look more, or they should probably look into being a bit more consistent um, in their coloring of their model airplanes because sometimes it's not the best. All right, so next question is from, let's see, who is this from? Oh my god, I hate Discord nicknames sometimes. This is from East Detroit Boy on Discord. Let's see, where's the? Oh god dang, I have to scroll. If I had to keep only two of my scale models, what would they be? Oh my god, why do you guys gotta do this to me? That's gonna be a really tough question to answer. If I had to keep two of my scale models, which ones would they be? Oh God, I gotta think about this one. The first one I think I have in mind already. Probably my the very first model airplane I ever built. That's 1/72nd scale Heinkel 111 bomber. I built that with my dad, and that was my first scale model that I built. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but it was a while ago. So I'd probably keep that just for memories. And the second one would probably be. Oh God, why'd you have to make it two? Why couldn't it just be one? Second would probably be so many things that I have built. Probably my Evanston Fire Station 4 Thunderbolt replica. I really like that one, even though it's antiquated and somewhat inaccurate. I worked really hard on that one, and I've been continuously improving it even into 2021. That was the last time I made a modification to it. I think it was 21. Might have been 20, just 2020, but I don't know for sure. But I'd probably keep that one as well due to its, I guess, significance as my favorite siren. So to answer the question, it would be the first model airplane I ever built and one of my Thunderbolt dioramas. Okay, Rilo from Discord asks if I had to get rid of one of my any scale models, what would it be? I actually have a few that I do want to start getting rid of. I have a few model airplanes that I keep procrastinating on selling, but I do want to sell them. I might sell them at the Chicago Airline Collectible Show coming in October. I might do that. And I also, in terms of the actual like scale models that I build, I do have a few, or I just have one HO scale Thunderbolt that I have considered selling. However, I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that yet. Irish from Discord and YouTube asks if I could change one thing about Phantom Forces in Roblox, what would it be? For those of you who aren't aware, Phantom Forces is a first-person shooter game in Roblox, which is I used to play for a while. I played it from about like 2017 to this year before my computer got messed up and my shift key broke. If I were to change something about it, I don't know very much about it, but I'd probably add a bit more sight customization on the sights you use to aim your weapons and all that stuff. I'd probably add a bit more of that so you can change the reticles and all that stuff. But yeah, otherwise it's still a pretty solid game. And I played recently with a Bluetooth computer keyboard, and while it felt uncomfortable, it was still fun to hop on for just one last time. So that was cool. Glist from Discord asks a very good question. If Roblox's Day of Silence never happened, how much progress do you think you would have made on Monroe by now? So, for those of you who don't know, Roblox in March of 2022 released an update due to Roblox being sued over copyright issues with their audio feature. They, for some reason, just decided to make any audios over 6 seconds long, or I think it was 7, I'm not sure, 6 or 7 seconds long, just completely private it. And this was a major blow to those of us who do siren stuff on Roblox, which that was me. I do siren stuff on Roblox. Yes, I know, nerd. I don't care. And it caused a lot of sirens in hundreds of games to just fall silent and essentially break. And the game that I run nowadays is called Monroe County Siren Testing. That was definitely no exception to that. Pretty much all of the sirens in the game were completely silent, and I quit Roblox for a few months before I could fix it. So to answer the question, how much progress you think, or how much progress I would have made on Monroe by now? Probably a decent bit. I've been kind of hesitant, or not hesitant, but slow on doing things to Monroe because I just want to keep it how it is for now. And but I do have an alternate answer to that question. I would have made it, or we would, with the group I'm working with, we would have made a lot more progress on the game we were working on and pretty much finished by now. We still have to do a few things. I'm not going to say anything else about that game. Okay, so just hang tight for the release. Irish from Discord and YouTube asks if I was given the opportunity to select only one mold or model that would be done in the next upcoming release by a model company of my choice, what would it be? Good question. Probably, oh my God, I'm thinking I've got two models that I'd probably kill for to be made by any model company. The first one would obviously be a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 in the old Skittles paint job. I've wanted one of those for a while now, and I do have the Aero Classics version, but it would be nice to have an updated version. And also in the registration that I flew in 2019, which is N640NK. So that's probably that one. If that one was not an option, then I'd probably have Gemini Jets doing the United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the EVA Blue livery. All right, so that's that question. Rilo from Discord asks, if you had to eliminate one airline company from the world, what would it be? Spirit. I absolutely despise Spirit at this point. Normally, I wouldn't say this, but due to recent experiences, actually, exactly a year ago today, I was in Myrtle Beach, and this was probably my first interaction with my whole just, or yes, my one of the first interactions with Spirit, and they're just terrible. One of the flights I had home from Myrtle Beach on Spirit was canceled, which I think it was due to staffing or something. So we had to rebook and we had to wait 10 hours in the airport. So that wasn't fun. And the flight back home was just really uncomfortable, being stuck in one of the last rows right next to the bathrooms. The seats are just terrible. Customer service is terrible. The food, the in-flight, like you can't even get any in-flight like entertainment. They just put you in a metal tube and shoot you off in the most uncomfortable seat in the world. And if you want to eat, and God forbid you're hungry or anything, you have to pay an absurd price to get food or water or anything else. So that's probably, so to answer the question, I would get rid of Spirit Airlines. Irish from YouTube and Discord asks, if you had to pick one airline to get a livery reader, which one would you pick? Jesus Christ, why do you guys have to do this to me? This is a tough question. Oh boy. First one I'd say is Spirit, but since Spirit is actually merging with JetBlue, wouldn't say that. And plus, I mean, the Spirit livery isn't that bad. If I had to redo a livery, which one would it be? Oh, this is going to take some time to think about. Probably Frontier. This is kind of a surprising answer, and I know Frontier is the Frontier livery is liked by a lot of people, and their livery is really unique. The fact that they put unique animals on the tail of their aircraft, that I find really cool. However, their livery is just really just plain to me. Aside from the animal on the tail, there's not much color. It's just green engines and the white fuselage, and it just doesn't look right to me. Just something about it. It's still pretty cool nonetheless, but I don't like it that much. All right. So Irish from YouTube and Discord asks, if I could bring back one aircraft that has been retired, which would it be? Probably probably the Concorde. Even though it was really expensive and just became inherently unsafe after the accident. I think it was in 2003. I'm not sure when it was. Probably the Concorde, because I mean it was ahead of its time. It's supersonic passenger aircraft travel. That's insane. That's pretty cool. And Boom Technologies has announced plans to, I guess, bring in a new Concorde, if you will, with their Overture jet. But I'm not sure how well that's going to go, and that's many years in the future. That's not going to be hitting the skies until 2029. Reports saying. I don't doubt that it's going to be delayed. So probably the Concorde. I'd bring that back. Rilo from Discord asks, if I had the chance to fly a military aircraft of my choice, what would it be? As I said earlier, the F-22 Raptor was my favorite military aircraft, so I'd probably go for the F-22 Raptor. That's a pretty easy question to answer. It's a cool plane, and of course, who wouldn't want to fly a supersonic fighter jet, a fifth-gen fighter nonetheless. Irish from YouTube and Discord asks, if I could revive one airline from the dead, which would it be? Interjet. I flew an Interjet in 2018, and they were pretty exceptional. Their customer service was good. The airplanes looked cool. And unfortunately, they fell into bankruptcy and ceased operations in 2020 as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. From before, they had already been having financial problems, but it's kind of sad. They had really cool airplanes. I flew on them, and I'd probably bring back Interjet from the dead. Same person asks, if you could keep or remove the Spirit and JetBlue merger, which would you do? I would absolutely keep it. I'm so glad that Spirit's finally going to just stop existing, and JetBlue is going to get more routes, more reach across the U.S. and other places. So yeah, I'd probably keep that merger going. Rilo from Discord asks, if you had a chance to meet the one and only Rilo in person, would you? Sure, I would. I do like to meet my fans and subscribers, and as well, and of course, fellow enthusiasts. Irish from YouTube and Discord. Okay, no. If I could smash one of Rilo's musical, if I could destroy one of Rilo's musical instruments, what would it be? These questions are questionable. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not want to destroy anyone else's musical instruments. Rockstar 1957 asks, if did I make a Thunderbolt 2000 out of scale model Thunderbolts? No, I actually ended up not doing that. I did state intentions of doing it sometime in late 2020, but I never really got to it, and I probably won't. But if I have enough time, which I do right now, I could probably try and hash one together. I'm not sure though. Same person also asks, do I own any LNER engines in model form? No. Do I own any vintage telephones? No. Do I own any old iPods? Yes, I have an iPod Touch, and or I think it's an iPod Touch or something. It's an old thing that doesn't even work anymore. It's just I used to listen to it to play music, and I also have this old iPod music player. I'm not sure where those went. I would have showed them here, but I couldn't find them. Cool Holden 99 asks, can I have your organs to sell them on the dark? No. And ZXEM asks, is New Zealand real? Yes. Okay, well, some of those questions were pretty fun to answer, but some of those were just wacky. So, yeah, that concludes the Discord questions. Let's see. Oh, Cool Sirens 1002 just joined the server. That's awesome. If you guys want to join my Discord server, link to that is in my About page as well as under some of my videos. So if you guys want to join that, go for it. Well, that concludes the Discord questions. Now I'll start answering your questions here in chat, and then we can start discussing other things. Okay, so let's see. CSXGEET44AC says, you should come to Ohio. Absolutely not. Ohio does not exist. I'm just kidding. No. If I could, I would. If gas prices weren't so expensive, geez, I might do it. And yeah, if I ever find myself there, it'd be pretty nice. But as of right now, I really don't have any reason to go to Ohio. Southeast Minnesota, gee, how did I butcher that? Southeast Minnesota Sirens asks, do you plan on getting a siren or no? Well, as if many of these isn't enough, I think what he's asking is if I'm planning on getting a functional siren. And I already do have one. I have a Model A. I have a picture of it. I don't have it up here right now, and it would take too long to run downstairs and grab it. But I do have a Federal Sign and Signal Model A, which is running in perfect condition. It does have a bit of cosmetic wear, and I might do something about it eventually. But as of right now, it's just going to stay the same. Let me try and find pictures of it. Yeah. So yeah, this is my Model A. It's nice and red. It's got the Civil Defense logo stickers on there. So yeah, I already have a siren, so that's cool. But if I plan on getting any more, right now I don't have space, time, or resources to even own one. So as of right now, no. Okay. YWG Jaden asks, could we see the two model aircraft behind me? That there's actually 6 of them behind me. So one of them's being blocked by my head. So I've got these two 787s. I'll bring them over. 57s. The other 2. And then 2 particularly special A319s. So we'll talk about them in the order in which I brought them. So the first 2 that YWG Jaden probably asked about were these 787 Dreamliners. And let me hold the other one. And if I hold it upside down, it'll probably result in a catastrophic failure. There we go. So I've got 2 787. Oh, Jesus Christ, did I just break this? Okay, I might have just broken one of the 757s. No, okay, never mind, I didn't. Okay, I gotta be more careful with these things. All right, so I've got two United Airlines 787s here. Now, the reason I have them behind me is because I was going to make a comparison video between these two. The one in this hand, this is the Gemini Jets version, and the one in this hand is the NG model version, which I like this one a lot better. So I had these up here since this is the place where I also make my videos. I had them up there just to store them, so once Siren Week was over, I could start making the comparison video. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try and get it out as soon as possible. The second two models that have been hidden behind my head and my chest this entire time are two 757s, and both of which are Delta Airlines. So here in this hand is the Gemini Jets Delta 757, and here is the recent NG model release, which I just reviewed. So if you saw that video, thanks for watching. I was going to compare these two as well. This one is going to be a significantly tougher video to make than the 787, since both of these are really solid models. And I'm not sure which one is better yet, so that should be pretty interesting to do. So that's what the other two were doing back there. Put these in place where I won't crush them. And the last two, which were sitting back there by that white box, are two Gemini Jet Spirit Airlines Airbus A319s. So here are these two, and you might be wondering why I have two and why one of them is horribly butchered. Well, for those of you that don't know, this was my first 1/400 scale aircraft model, and was just my first die-cast airplane model in general. I got this when I was a little kid, and obviously giving a highly detailed and expensive model to a little kid, a clumsy one like me, is a terrible idea. So of course I butchered it to hell and back, and it's all messed up now, but I still have it. And this one is a newer version that I got a few days ago. And the reason I got this one is because just for, I guess, for the sake of memory, now that I have a newer one, I can still display it. Since for most of my childhood, the Spirit Airlines Airbus A319 in the new livery, not new livery, but the Skittles livery, if you will, the red, white, and blue livery was my favorite aircraft. So that's why I have both of these. All right, so those are the model airplanes behind, and I almost just destroyed the Thunderbolt diagram I have over here. My God. So those are the 6 model aircraft that were behind me, not just the 2. Cool Holden 99 says, hello, I just got back from Siren. Yes, I think I know Memphis tests on Saturdays. I'm not sure. Do they test on Saturdays? No, that's not Memphis, is it? I'm pulling a stupid right now. But that's cool. Glad you got to see your Siren. Hopefully it worked. CSX GE ET44AC says, I want to meet you. Interesting. Guess I really don't have any other opportunities to run into people these days, but Siren tests exist, but I'm not going to go on any more of those as of right now. I am going to the, or I'm going to try and go to the Chicago Airlines Collectibles Show in fall, which is on October 29th. So I'll probably be there. I might have a table of my own to sell some of these things. One thing's for sure, I will be selling this ugly thing, the Gemini Jets United 787. We'll be selling that there. And Cool Sirens 1000T asks, will I pay $100 for all of the ID badges on the 6 Evanston Thunderbolts? Absolutely. I would honestly love to obtain the remaining 5 ID badges from the or not ID badges, but the information badges from the Evanston Thunderbolts. For those of you who aren't aware, I do own one. I think I can probably grab it right now. Let's see. Oh my God, I hate it when I leave everything in storage and forget to clean it out. I'll figure it out later. All right, so for those of you who don't know, this information tag right here, they would put on the head of the Thunderbolt sirens that were produced a while ago. And this just displays general info about the sirens, and this one came from one of the Thunderbolts in Evanston, Illinois. And for those of you who don't know, Evanston's Thunderbolts were the first Thunderbolts I ever heard in person, and of course they were really cool. And they were part of the only all Series A1 Thunderbolt system in the US that still went up until 2019. So they had a lot of history going for them, and I insisted that they be recorded before they were replaced in 2020. And I actually got the ID badge off of one of them, or the information badge off of one of them. So to answer the question, it would be really nice to have the other 4 or the other 5 that still exist. They also put these on the blowers too, so it would be nice to have those as well. But unfortunately, I don't think that's possible, since chances are they've already been scrapped or they don't exist. So I'm going to put this somewhere safe. I'll just set it up over here. Well, oh my God, it's already going to 30 minutes. Well, that's all the questions I have to answer, really. If you guys have any more questions or anything else you'd like to say, I'd suggest you drop that down now. Otherwise, I'm going to cut off the live stream pretty soon. CSXG ET44AC says bye. See you later. Thanks for watching. I think you're heading out already. But I'll give you guys an opportunity to ask any more questions or just ask anything in general. And then I'll see you guys in my next video. So um, if you guys don't have anything else to say, I'll cut off the live stream at 31 minutes, so in about 40 seconds. Yeah, just gotta play the waiting game. I hope I don't miss any. I didn't miss any of the questions because some of them I did miss intentionally because they were pretty ridiculous. Oh yes, I did forget one of the questions. Shoot. Okay, so forget about cutting off at 31. Oh, I forgot to pin that, didn't I? Let's see. The question was, is my nose functioning properly? No, technically it's not. And here's the story behind that. Back when I was a little kid, a little clumsy kid, the same kid who broke the Spirit A319, I always liked fidgeting around, playing around. And one time I was with my family shopping in Walmart, and there was one of those item scanning things. I like usually just scan it just to check the price. And I'm not sure if they have those anymore, but I saw one of those and I started playing around with it, being the little kid I was and being just young, clumsy, and stupid. So I'm playing around with it and I'm looking up to see it, right? And it's up here and I'm playing with it and all of a sudden it just detaches and gets me in the face. So it messed up my. I'm not sure if that was the thing that messed up my nose, but I think that was one of it because the thing was pretty heavy and me being a little kid, it hit me square in the nose. And another accident that I also had when I was younger, I think it was right around the same time. I'm not sure exactly when it was because it's all a haze. I'm much older now. I just fell face first into the sidewalk, and of course, it hit my nose first, and it messed up my nose. So one of my nostrils is almost completely blocked, and the other one is nice and free. So I technically my nose doesn't work properly, but I still breathe fine regardless. So that's an interesting story from my childhood. YWG Jaden asks, "Can I drive?" Yes, I can drive. Thankfully, I can. That's how I get to Greyland Station to get my models, go to Siren tests. So yes, I can. All right. So assuming that I haven't missed any more questions, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Okay, so this time for sure I didn't miss any of the questions. Someone on the Discord server reminded me, is my nose able to smell? Yes, yes, it is. Let's see. So to clarify, it just messed up just the way my nose was shaped. That's pretty much it. You can barely see it, but if you look close, it is kind of twisted. But yeah, that's pretty much all the questions. If you guys don't have anything else for me, I'm gonna cut off the video at 34 or cut off the live stream at 34 minutes. I'll do the outro, and that'll be the end of that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So just ask your last questions. I'll and I'll see if I can do another live stream soon. I do want to do another one before the end of the year because I do like doing these streams as well, and I haven't done one in over a year and a half. So that's that's very concerning. So we got 15 seconds till, or yeah, okay, now it's 15 seconds before I cut this off. See you later, YWG. Thanks for watching. All right, well, I guess that concludes today's live stream. That was a lot longer than I anticipated. Thank you all for. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I got a Discord message. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate that you all were here. Thanks for the questions. Those are pretty fun to answer. Just don't do as many ridiculous questions as this time around because those were pretty weird. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video, and hopefully I can coordinate more live streams. I have a lot of airplane content, as I mentioned earlier. I have video comparisons of these coming, and hopefully by the time school starts, I can pick up the new Gemini Jets releases. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Oh, wait, I need to end this yet. There we go. See you guys.